So I'm going to mention all the tools that I could use if these doctors aren't going to help me. So my urine is, well, let's go with the facts at hand that we could bring to a Florida doctor. My urine is black coming out of my penis. Well, that can't be faked, and if it does go back to black in the next week, and I think it is because my kidneys still hurt and it goes dark light. So it's definitely doing something. But we got more than that to go. So we can maybe use the black urine as a tool by showing it in front of a doctor in Florida. We already tried showing it in front of a doctor up here, and no matter if I'm pissing right in front of them, no matter if I'm pissing in a cup on camera with my face, no matter if I show them a legal required test that's allowed to use to get prescribed opiates and allowed to be used for the court system to prove your sobriety, none of that's good enough for them. So they're just going to kill me. They're going to let my kidneys fail and let me die. I'm not even going to get dialysis or a wheelchair from these assholes. So, can't use the doctors up here as a tool to save my life. They're just going to hurt me more. We've tried. We've tried for years. There's no tools in there. I got a CT scan done, and that's in 12 months and thousands of dollars of hard work. Me crawling around on my hands and knees, holding myself up with two canes like crutches. Just so much. Okay, so we can use that as a tool, the CT scan. We have a CT scan and we have an older CT scan. Maybe I could bring those to Florida. What other tools we got to get better? I also invested real hard in the friends around here. We can call them and use them as a tool to get better. Maybe one of them will get me to a doctor, a good emergency room, and we might be able to get the help I need. We also can use previous paperwork as a tool. So if I can try to look up some of the previous paperwork files, or I have a whole binder of stuff, I mean, oh my God, it's like a dictionary full by now. I got so much. I got pictures, photographs, videos, of everything from what's making me sick in the house to what is making me sick in general, the seizures, the falls, videos of what is going on in general. Um, just so much, so much, so much. So all that so much can be a tool to be given to somebody else after we already have some black urine things looked at, or after somebody has given me a ride. Now, I also have one storage box that I cannot lift, but I can ask my friends as a tool to move this storage box. And as long as I get that storage box to the doctors, that has a lot of good tools in it, like phones, heaters, emergency equipment, blankets, clothing. So if I can get somebody to bury that for me or do something, then I'll have that tools to use too to stay warm, stay alive. There's food in there. I got rice, oats. It's basically a berry waterproof box. It can be rolled pretty easily, but I'm too hurt to roll it now even. What I didn't think was possible. I can't walk now. I just can't move. So I'm gonna need some help getting that hidden and wrapped. But once when that's gone, that's a good later tool. Once when I get to Florida, hopefully some of these tools I'm recognizing will get me the help. Then I can use the doctors, what they have. I mean, if they actually listen to their patients, it won't be a problem. I mean, patients that piss black usually get some type of help. I mean, it's a little hard to piss black out of your penis and fake that. But these doctors don't care about that up here. They'll probably wait and fuck around with me some more and wait until something else bleeds. But by then it'll be too late. I can't wait any longer. I can't fuck around for 8 years and expect to get better. There's an old saying: if you do the same thing over and over and over and over and you expect different results, that's insanity. So now I've gone to two emergency rooms up here. I've gone to like three primary cares in the last 8 years. I've gone to a specialist for the GI, another specialist for the GI. They've transferred me to somebody else in the office for the GI. I've seen another primary care cover. I've seen a nurse practitioner cover. I've seen multiple doctors in multiple emergency rooms, and I don't even get the first step with them. The first step is listening to the patient and then running tests to see if you can look into what the patient is there for. Now, I'm there because I can't walk, I'm falling down, my kidneys are swollen, my kidneys hurt, and my GI hurts like a bitch, my urine has turned black, and then there's some internal bleeding that keeps on leaking around my body. That's what I'm at the doctor's for. Now, they haven't even started nothing yet. They've done one CT scan. That's all I've got them to do. Now, they've done drug testing and all this other bullshit, and it comes back clean, but they're just wasting my insurance's money. That's all. They're just wasting money. They have clean drug tests for a year already. They got year after year. They got like 300 clean drug tests from me over a 4-year period. I did one every week for a year, and this is all willingly. I do this willingly just so I don't have to hear their bullshit. I literally have a program I go to. It's an addiction where we get in a group, 16 of us, and talk, and I like being able to share information with them. Like there's a mother in that meeting that I just know is screwing up her children, and I don't want to say anything about it, so I just talk about myself, and maybe she can realize where her medication pushing can go wrong. And she's an opiate addict herself. I see my mother and this woman in these groups. Anyways, in these groups, I used to be able to give urine tests every single week. This place doesn't require it, but I offer it all the time, and I do have the cups and do them anyways, and keep recording. They're good to have. And you never know. When you have colored black urine, it's good to have those cups. It's good to go to the emergency room and piss in the emergency room cup. And I did both. I did the legal way for the judges, I did the legal way for the courts, I did the legal way to get prescribed opiates, and I did it the way at the emergency room that they require. And I'm still not being treated. Not getting any testing done. I'm still left to crawl around. And don't forget, this happened 6 months ago, and they made me crawl around 3 times for one CT scan, and I'm still mentally recovering from that. So I don't know how to take any more of this. I really don't. But I need doctors' help right away, and I'm not insane. I know doing the same thing over and over and over and over and expecting different results is insane. And if these doctors aren't going to get any treatment done, if they're going to fuck around, if they're going to waste my insurance's money, then I'm going to need a plan B that's safe. And if doctors around here are going to malpractice me, then that means they're not safe. We've tried that. We've seen how they acted. We've seen these doctors' behaviors. They don't listen to the patient. Now I'm angry. Now I'm just like, fuck you guys. Either test me, do further testing, or let me the fuck out of here. Because you just told me that you are releasing me and you have done no testing, right? No, we did testing. We checked your blood. We checked your urine. It's normal. And we checked your CT. What's normal about the urine? There's no drugs in it. What's normal about the blood? There's no drugs in it. So that's what you checked for. What am I here for? We don't know. And they literally ask me why I'm there right before they release me. Why the fuck am I getting doctors asking me right as they're releasing me why I was there in the first place? That means that they're not actually paying the fuck attention. Because I was there because I couldn't get off the ground, couldn't move. My kidneys hurt, so I can't move. I have a 25-year-old seizure disorder that makes it hard to talk, hard to move. I mean, the only reason why I can make this video right now is I have my eyes closed, I'm in my bed, I'm not moving any of my body, but I'm still having some trouble speaking. My GI hurts, it's throbbing, and my kidneys are fucking about to just stop working. And by then, it'll be too late to help me. Why? Because assholes want to play games for fucking 25 goddamn years. Do your fucking job. You got a guy on the ground who cannot walk, who cannot move, who needs help. He did not go there for drug testing. He did not go there, but he gave it to you anyways, and you wasted his fucking money and time. Then you get a CT scan done with no further testing, no further anything, drawing blood. Why did you draw blood? Why are you taking my goddamn blood, huh? Why? Why are you doing those tests? Huh? Because there's a lot you didn't do yet. Did you run it for any scans of the kidney? No, you didn't have enough time for that shit. I know what you're doing. You're treating me like a hypochondriac. You're doing little to no testing whatsoever. You're humoring me, and then you're sending me to crawl around town because you think I'm an addict who's telling a story for years. Meanwhile, what I really am is somebody who's been sober for 8 years, has a clean urine, has proven injuries, he has videos of a fucking black shit coming out of his penis, and you guys are playing motherfucking games for years. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I'm not insane. I know if you do the same thing over and over and over and over, expecting the same results, you're insane. Now, I've gone to the doctors, bleeding into my testicles, hurting in the GI, kidney pain. Now I'm pissing black out of my penis. I've now gone to the doctors yesterday, and they're playing more games. Okay, it looks like the doctors aren't gonna fucking help because they're pieces of shit. They only spend like 15 minutes and they play games. They literally think I'm a hypochondriac who's a drug addict until the clean urine comes out. Then my insurance doesn't want to pay for the urine test because there's no reason for it because they've been clean for fucking 8 years. The only time they were dirty was for a 6-month period, and I'm the one who said they were dirty. I'm the one who always comes clean. Anytime I ever had a drug in my system, the people only know it because I'm the one telling them. I come clean before there's even, oh, I smoked pot 2 weeks ago. Well, he must have done so many drugs, and then I give them hair, but nothing. Then I give them samples every week, nothing. The only drug that I ever can piss clean for, anyways, and fool them with is marijuana sometimes, and it still is only like a week. They think that marijuana stays in my system for a month, but because I'm so skinny and dying and can't eat, it doesn't. I piss it out really quick for some reason. Sometimes I don't, too. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what's going on. I think my metabolism is slowing down, is what it is. Or maybe I'm just not eating enough to even move or really metabolize. I don't really know what's going on anymore. But for a good 15 years, we got metabolized within 7 days in drug tests. But everything else pops up, even false positives. Some of my regular medication pops up. I've had nothing but clean drug tests because I take no medication, no drugs, only what the doctors give me, and I limit that to only the stuff that you can tell me why I'm taking it for a damn good reason, and I want to take it for a damn good reason. Like I am on Triliptal because I shake, seize, and it makes it better. It makes it so I can walk more in the cold and I can work around the house as long as I don't have kidney infections, GI. But if I go outside, I still fall down. I still have problems with cold, flashing lights. There's still things that will make the stuff happen, like GI pain and kidney failure. But we have a medication that has side effects I don't like, but they have benefits that are really helping. The side effect is if I stop taking my Triliptal, my seizures come back full force, worse than they ever were. My shakes, my full body spasms, my convulsions, the choke, everything, everything. It's on the ground, unconscious. Somebody described it as flopping like a fish, choking, or flopping like a fish, bleeding. And the doctor described it as a grand mal seizure after the head scan in Lowell, Massachusetts, in Lowell General, that's St. Memorial Lowell General. And that was with drugs involved, but that wasn't the first goddamn one. That was like, I don't know, fifth, and now I'm on my 100th. I don't know. The 100th is exaggeration. I'm probably on 20 falls and 20 head and, no, well, 20 falls where I go down and have a seizure, and then multiple head injuries during those seizures. So I've had hundreds of severe bleeding hits to the head, to the cement, so hard that it's like a baseball bat to the head. And there's nothing I can do about this. And that repeats, repeats, and repeats, and repeats, and repeats. And there's nothing I can do because I'm unconscious and this is getting repeated until an ambulance comes to pick me up. Sometimes an ambulance doesn't pick me up and I'm just left there to bleed for a while too. Sometimes I get scraped up off the cement and they tell me I was pronounced dead, but I was frozen, but they got me back to life. That was also Lowell General Hospital when I was drinking, but this is still going on while I'm sober, so it doesn't matter. It was still going on when my mother was around. It was still going on in New Mexico when I was like 9 years old in the woods. This was still going on. Nothing new. It all stems from the overdose at age 7. All stems from the psychotic things that everybody saw right in front of them. And that's the fucked up part, is now doctors want to fuck me up more. I go asking for help with something that's been going on that's fucking criminal, and they want to commit crimes. They want to fuck me over and commit crimes, get me hurt. Having a man crawl home, why do I see no other men crawling on the side of the road? Why am I the only motherfucking man crawling on the road? I can't stand up because I have medical issues. Now, if you want to burn me and kick me and beat me, you can. The people have tried. That just makes me worse and makes it harder to walk. Don't forget I was on Thorazine, and there's a leg illness that makes it hard to walk for people that were on Thorazine. And I took it for like 10 years as a child. Super high doses mixed with other medications that have those side effects. And I have records and proof of this. So tell me, how the fuck are people supposed to go through this? I don't see anybody else. Why are they doing it to me? Why? Because it makes their job easy, and then I'll just die off and they can finish me off. Well, I'm not going to let them finish me off. I'm going to go get help. I am not going to be a person who tries the same thing over and over and expects different results. No, I'm going to go get help from another state, and then I'll come back.